See, so guys, I felt earlier before to just go through the motions over here in a way that I felt to just go and have sex with people in a way that I was feeling nice, and that's never the way. But I feel in a way that you just understand something that if you go that way, then learn to express yourself in different ways to expand your boundaries. But if you feel the necessary aspects of life to go for somebody where they had somebody before that, where they were your friend or something, then guess what? I promise you, it's more how you feel. When you feel that you are desperate for someone in a way that you are trying to expand your comfort zone, and you feel that people never understand you because you're learning something very beautiful in a way that you feel that you want a stripper around you that can help you to love you in ways that she has a sexy body and she accepts you for who you are. She's sexy and with body nature. She has a great body. And either way, I realize you want to be able to take her away into, you want to bring her, or else you want to bring her to a hotel room from that point to just have love with her for one night in a way that you're sleeping with her and that you're learning to be empathetic with her in a way that you're trying to be a turn on, in a way that you're loving but also very rough with them, in a way that you're learning that it's just that kind of way where you want to be with a sexy woman who's very attractive to you, and then you want to make sure that either way from that point you want to let it be. I mean, that's how most people go. I mean, every single time I feel much more how I understand that. I understand either way. That if you understand either way, that you feel every single time that if you go down that way, then you understand to express yourself and what you feel. I mean, always express yourself with what you're feeling, but I feel that most people never understand what I do. Because they never understand, I'm just looking for a nice and beautiful nature to show all the time that if you go that way, then it's more how you feel that you need to have sex in a way that is a doggy position. Because if you do that, then it makes you feel something much more worthy because she's sexy, and you want to do it in a locker room or something like that, and you want to make sure that she understands you from behind while filming, and you never want to care. I mean, that's because that's communication skills in a way that's never communication skills. So always do better than that. Or else either way, or else you want to feel that some woman may run after you as a man as well, and that's something that's different. For sure though, it's more how other women also can look at you, and you feel people looking at you in a way that, or else people looking at you in a way that they want you, and because they're looking at you in this way, they speak overall terms, and then you have to feel that you are doing better than all that, but then you're going and digging deep in a way that you feel that you want to have a party in a way that you just love yourself in a way that you're learning. I mean, you're learning something, and you feel that words are hurting you for some reason, and that tone is hurting you or something. But words never hurt. I never hurt my words. I'm never hurting. I mean, you feel that it's much more pressure to be able to talk now, but it's easy to talk. And then you feel either way that you feel rejection. I mean, you feel rejection from people because they never want to be with you. And because they never want to be with you, then you feel low like a scum or something. And you feel that you have nothing. But words are everything. I have words always. Or else I'm a word, I'm one of them. Or else either way. Or else when you look at that, or else then you see that they're getting together and they're doing whatever they're doing, but you're doing better than that. I mean, either way, especially with that approach, it's more how you feel, where you're saying that you can afford it eventually, and either way, you must understand that's more how you feel that no matter what, that with her you feel, do you want to go deeply with her, but then you understand either way that she never wants you. I mean, she never wants you, so you move somewhere else. And then you feel sorrow here. You feel sorry in a way that you feel sorry for yourself. But I never feel sorry for myself. Whereas either way, you feel that sometimes you want to go to Melbourne and you want to go to Melbourne now to succeed in different ways. I realize you feel that you need to go to the bar somewhere to have a drink, and you want to just look at a woman, and you feel that way because you feel other people are doing it, and you feel that you want to go at least try to get a woman or something like that, like they are, to imitate somebody else doing that, to realize that you may be successful, and because of that, you feel either way that you feel that the drug is no good. But everything's good, although I'm better than drugs and alcohol. I mean, either way, I realize if you go that way again, I realize it's more how you feel that other people did leave you because you were never enough for them. And because you're never enough for them, they never want you because of how you are. Whereas now, that is something that I feel that is honest. And either way, unfortunately, it's much more. You must understand that no matter what, that as I speak, I shall breathe much more life. And then you feel that you deserve these women in your life, and you deserve to travel the world with them. And then either way, you want to eventually have kids. But then you understand either way that it's more how you feel that promiscuous way first. And because you feel the promiscuous way first, then you never want to miss out on anything that they are doing. And then you feel that you're missing out on some kind of sex with others or something like that because of your status and because of your game, because of the words you've been saying and because of your life now. And you feel that you're never measuring up to other people in pleasure because somehow they always can get beautiful women and money around for some reason. But you understand everything's words. And because everything's words, you can express your words every single day. And then you feel that you need a desperate housewife or something like that looks sexy, that wants you around, and that makes you feel sexy. It teaches you how to role model mature kind of act of kindness in a way that you're actually learning very quickly. That's my word. Whereas my words are very quick. Whereas although you want a mature woman to be around who understands you, and you want mature people around you who understand you in a way they're learning to quickly just absorb the surroundings, but then you go into orgies and you feel that you need orgies with people as well because that's something that other people are doing. Because other people are doing that, or else because they're doing it with, let's say, beautiful women or men. And then guess what? Unfortunately, then you feel that you need to go and absorb as well to be acceptance and to have acceptance like that from people because your words can do that anyway. Whereas although you feel that it's a stripping of something and you feel that you're delaying it and you have to delay it anyway. And then you feel either way that you're more enough for your kids. I mean, you feel more than enough for your wife as well. But then you feel that you never ever may get the woman that you deserve. I mean, the same because you understand your word I. And because you understand your word I and they never understand the word I, that you feel it's going to be shifty around town. And if it's shifty around town, then guess what? Or I should just move on. Or either way, you must understand that what's important is understand either way. That you see beautiful women around other guys, and then you feel that you are lost because of this. I mean, you feel that you've done something to never deserve it. When you feel that you have more enough energy to chase them, but you never feel that you want to chase them yet because you feel you want to speak up more words. And because you want to speak up more words, then you feel that they deserve it because at least at least they are there for them. But then you feel that those women never want to come to you for some reason, but some do. I understand, but either way, you feel the other woman never want to because of something you are, and you feel rejection here. And then you feel that you want to go dance around dirty with people, and then you feel it's much more how it's a pleasure activity. And because it's a pleasure activity, then you feel like you were when you're on the drugs. And because you're on the drugs before, that you feel that you want to return somehow to those memories, but I never want to return to drugs. I never want to return to those memories. Whereas either way, unfortunately, it's much more how, yeah, you can see. You can see it's much more how I feel. I feel different. I feel that it's more promiscuous. But then you're understanding every single day that you want to go very dirty on your own, and you want to feel very dirty. You want to understand either way. Do you feel like that? And you feel like a dirty human being who just needs something dirty to watch or something to feel in terms of to just love yourself in some kind of regard that involves yourself masturbating to other people because you feel that you deserve it, and you feel that you understand that you have to overcome it. And then you understand either way that since you're doing that, and you feel that you lost something, and you feel you lost the pleasure now because you understand either way that it's never something that you want. But then either way, it's because you're delaying gratification. And then you look at them and they never want to look at you because you're doing better than them. Whereas now, either way, I realize that most people never want to look at me because I'm doing better. And then either way, promotion, then you feel that your seminar is something that's helping you move forward, and that the nice and beautiful empathy of what you have is different. But then you feel, online, then you feel that women are missing out on you in a way that is never what you intend for it to happen. But then it feels that way, in a way that you wanted them to come to you. But you're never even around them, and you're never even around these people because you feel that they never deserve you, right? You feel that they never deserve you right now, otherwise. But then you feel that you want to go and help yourself here. Just love with words. It's more how you feel dirty. You feel dirty. You feel very violent. Yeah. You feel very violent because the pleasure of doing the acts of pleasure is very violent. Or else either way, you must understand that's the thing. You have to delay gratification. And you're talking to yourself in different ways to be flexible upon words. But then you feel it's much more how you feel. You feel that you want to go dirty. You feel that there's something pulling you back, and that something's dragging you down, and that something's never working out. Or as you feel that you've been losing faith in pleasure, and that's great, but it's your words now. Or you feel that you deserve that every single day of your life. It's much more how you understand now it's a lie. That's the biggest lie you were telling yourself. Although you feel that what you want from a woman is nice, beautiful attitude, but the thing about dirty nature is when you see other people dirty with you, it's the worst act of kindness I've ever seen. Or else that's how you have to feel, or else you have to feel that way. But then guess what, bro? It's the way it is. You feel that you want to go and just do better than that now. You want to make sure that you're learning something, that you feel that you're losing life again. You feel that you're losing yourself. You're just delaying gratification. And then you make sure either way that you want to feel her orgasming on you. You want to feel a woman orgasming. You want to feel people orgasming. You want to feel people orgasming around you. And that's the thing. That's connection with words. You feel that you deserve connection with words, and that's what that is. And because you feel that way, then you're giving it to yourself now. But you want something more than that. That's why you have to keep talking. Then you feel that you lost out on threesomes and orgies in this lifetime. You feel that you're never living life because of that. You feel that other people are doing it much more than you, and you feel terrible and miserable because of it. You feel that you've lost out big time here. You feel that other people are greater than you here. I'm always the greatest though. I'm always the greatest. Then you understand either way that you feel that you have to have more empathy with communication of words to feel yourself doing greater. And then you feel that you are upset or something. You feel that something never works out with words. But everything works out with words. You feel that some guy or some family is going to accept you because you have more fame now and you have more status. But they're never around you now. And they never want to accept you now. Now you understand that. Now you understand you deserve better. You understand? Either way, it's much more how I feel. But then you feel that you deserve something popular in a way that it's more how it's helping you. Then you feel you have to get to your content too. Then you feel that you want to do this too. But it's more how you feel that you just want to let it be. Because you feel this way, you feel that people just never want to come to your house because you want to have a sex with them in terms of a blast of communicational words with them. And then it's more about you want to invite people to your house. I mean, guess what, Brosh? I invite here. I invite here. Brosh, now then you want to understand either way that you can see how you are here and what you can do. Brosh, then you have fantasies around your room here. When you have fantasies of women coming to your room here. And because you have fantasies around people coming to your room, then guess what, Brosh? Then that's temptation all the way to have pleasure. Brosh, then you feel that other people never did get. Brosh, then you feel that other people never did give you the chance you deserve. Because you said something or something didn't happen or you're never ready, and that's why they did reject you all the way. Brosh, that's cruelty. Brosh, that's big cruelty on their part. Brosh, that's the most cruel thing when they reject you because you're never ready for them. Or else either way, or else when you see that you're immature and that they are more immature than you. So what you do is you feel that you want to reach out to help yourself. You want to reach out to see that, yes, you feel that other people are having sex more than you, but it's more how you feel that you need to do better in words, and you feel that you are living life to the fullest. I want to make sure you understand that either way, that with words, life comes when you feel that bloke does something that you never want. Or that's all but you feel that you need to go to a stripper bar somewhere for a woman to suck your dick there because you've seen somebody doing it. Rushing out because of that, you also want to have an orgy with strippers in the strip club because you've seen somebody doing it and you feel you lost out. You feel that you need to achieve that too. You feel that other people have done. You feel that other people have done more than you, and that's where pleasure is. But I never want to kill. I never want to kill anybody. But that's what pleasure does. That pleasure wants you to kill somebody. Understand? That's it. You must understand. So, pleasure is anger. And the more pleasure you do, the more angry you feel. Pleasure is. The more pleasure you do, the more angry you get, and the more violent you get with pleasure. Whereas now, either way, you must understand that you feel that you lost something again. But look at your words. When your words are adding up, then you feel that you want to have pleasure again. That's the thing, yeah? The thing is that you feel they're always losing for some reason. You feel that pleasure's the eternal life or something. But or else it's the word I, or else it's the words that you speak. When you feel that you are unable to do something, but I'm able to do it. I'm able to do everything. Or else either way, or else there was a block with me over here. There's a life where I was saying that I was unable to have women in a restaurant to shout them food and drink. Or else although it's much more how I feel that now I can do it. Or I realize it's more how I feel that you must understand that sometimes when anything happens where you feel that you need a mature woman or somebody in your life, to focus on yourself. Now I feel every single time that I'm really communicating with you, but you feel that your music is going up and you feel that you need to do better. Whereas either way, you feel like something has gone from your life in a way that you feel nice, but you feel that something is moving you forward into a fantasy somewhere. And it's more how I feel. Or else, then you understand either way that pleasure comes with fantasy. And now that's the words. Or else, if you understand anyway that you feel like being what? You feel like doing greater. But then you understand either way that you feel like wasting time. You feel like doing nothing. You feel like never caring. But it's more how I never want to waste time. And I feel like caring always. And I'm always doing the word I only to improve my words only. I never feel like wasting time. I want to always do better than yesterday. I'm better than all that. Whereas now, that's the thing, yeah? The thing is, that you feel that you lost pleasure with other people. You feel that you are poor or something. I'm never poor. But The whole thing is, now since you're doing this, when you feel that nobody loves you except you, you feel that you have to go throughout life alone while other people have to go their life. You have to understand that. Is it true? For sure, it's more how you feel that you want to have all the sex in the world in terms of masturbation and pleasure. You want to feel dirty. You want to understand this is something that always keeps coming back to you because you feel that. When you feel the habit here of doing that. But I'm better than all that. And then you feel that you want to have Serbian women around you, dirty style. And you've seen somebody have that. And you feel that you want the same thing. And you want to just do something to help yourself here. And you want to do pleasure because you feel that people are like that and that's how you want to be. I'm always better than people. Whereas either way, then you feel that women and people are going at night time to just do drugs and alcohol and fuck around, and you feel sorry for yourself. Yeah, I never feel sorry for myself. And then you feel that either way, that you're losing something, and you feel you're losing pleasure again. Whereas now, either way, that you feel that you are hurting in terms of words. I'm never hurting in terms of words. You feel that you'll try to express yourself. And because you're trying to express yourself, you feel dirty again. You feel dirty again. And it's more how you feel. And now, if you feel that way, guess what? Or you just keep delaying it. You must understand. Then you feel that you lost something again. And you feel you lost kind of pleasure in your life that you could have done with yourself. But it's never that. Or you never want that in your life. Or it's more how you feel now that other people have women again. Or it's just that kind of rotation, isn't it? Or now I understand I'm better than all that. I'm making sure all the time that I feel that my nice and beautiful life is getting ahead. But the thing is, I feel that my waste of time over here is doing better. I'm feeling I have to get smarter about life. I feel that I'm feeling more attractive. Whereas although I feel that there is an availability over here where I can do it, and make sure either way that what's important is I feel that I have to do better. But sometimes you must understand that you feel like you just want to grab a woman and just have sex with her because you feel that you deserve it. And then you must understand either way that you feel that you want to do your words more than that because you're able to afford that. And speaking words is what you can afford. The sense of what you do is you just realize something. That if you really, really understand how to express yourself daily, then understand that no matter what, if you go the way of pleasure, then understand that it's more how you are losing in life in terms of what you want. Whereas what you want really is to go and have a legacy. That's with words. But you feel that you want to feel kind of pleasure with yourself. But guess what? I should do better. Do better. And it's more how I see pleasure as a waste of time. And if you have pleasure a lot in life, then your years are going down the drain. And that's the thing. Otherwise, you feel always again that you've been losing something again and again and again. But if you stick to your words, then you have everything. And then you feel that's never enough, and that or else that is a violence. You feel that eternity is never enough for you. But eternity is enough for me. Or else eternity is more enough for me. Or else my words are more enough for me. Or else now, either way. Or else now, I want to show you something. I want you to see that if you motivate yourself to just see, to express yourself daily and what you want, then you feel again that you need to go and have yourself a great time with pleasure. Because you feel that you're just that kind of individual who wants that from women in a way that you want to be aggressive with them, in a way that you're losing, in a way that you're never losing, but you want to communicate to them words while doing all that. Either way, that's connection with yourself with words only. Then again, you feel that you want to hold a woman you feel that you want to hold a woman in your bed and you want her to be looking like that, just a sexiness, and then you feel that you want yourself to be more sexier here. Brush, that's it. Love I. Brush now, no matter what. Brush, it's more how you feel. Brush now, the words of life is what you want. But if you want to do that, brush, it's more how you see that you go and do what you want. But it's more how you must understand that when people see this, brush, they see a different side to you, and they start treating you with respect because you're at least showing people that you care in some kind of regard, to show them exactly what you are. And because you show them exactly what you are, you feel that these women want you, but you're afraid to approach them. You feel that you're afraid, and now because you feel afraid, why do you feel afraid? You must understand that I never feel afraid. I said, so what you want out of life is to succeed differently, in a way that is helping you grow. Whereas if you want to grow yourself in the best kind of direction, then all you want is to really, really succeed differently. But all you want right here is to just go all the way in. You want to go all the way in because that shows you success, and that shows you love and devotion, because you're looking to see that nice and beautiful feeling of love that you can have with all these people in a way that you're learning very quickly. There's just that kind of way where you can understand to just go all the way in and just love it, because now you know, now you care much more to do the pleasure of your life in words, because you want to understand to succeed differently. But then that's how you're expressing yourself with masturbation. And then what you do is you want to have so much more love and devotion to have all that on their face in a way that you learn something very quickly. It's more how you have fantasies, and when you have fantasies like this, that you want to do something to succeed differently. But when you look at a woman, you're always tempting yourself now to succeed differently, but that's different success, and what you want is better success than that. And you want to look at yourself in the mirror to show yourself better than this. You need to be better than this over here. You need to understand that you never fall below this. You understand, but guess what, realize it's more how you believe in yourself here. And what you need to do is focus on going all the way in and understand that is what you need. But that is what you can afford in words. But that's what you need to understand anyway. That since you understand that, realize it's more how you need to realize now you can see how you need to do it. You need to do you. But that's strengthening you up. But I realize now you ask why, because you ask why, I say because you need to find that nice and beautiful way of life. But it's more how you feel that you need to go and do better. You need to do better in the way that you need to go and love your life in a way that you're successful in different ways. You need to have that kind of way. You need to have that kind of way in a way that you're learning very quickly. And you want to understand how to express yourself with these people in different ways. You want to understand how you utilize this to your advantage. And now if you want to do that, which that's different, but that's the thing. When you want to understand, that is the expression of mindset. But if you're doing that on an audio, then guess what happens? You look the best thing in terms of helping yourself to grow maturity. But if you want to do that, then guess what, bro? You go and see that it's much more how you need to grow yourself, and understand that's how you do it. Grow yourself every single time like this. In a sense, so if you want to understand that there's no shame here to grow yourself into maturity, to do that right here, because that's what you want. And what you want is I only. But you want to understand every single time to express yourself in different ways here. And you want to understand it's more about you than her. It's more about you than them. But if you focus on understanding that's what you need to go and do this in terms of I, the I is the factor here. And you want to understand that kind of scenario where you're maturing and you're just really, really into them in a way that you're learning that you want to mature, and you want to mature like this, and you want to understand that no matter what you want to do, the words, the words is what you want, but understand anyway that Jesus Christ says no. What you want is I, but guess what, bro? It's more I. Anyway, now what you want to understand, it's more how I feel here, that you have to do better than that. And what you want to understand every single day, that you focus on just letting it be, but make sure you understand if you want to express yourself, It's more be professional in the way that you never have to masturbate while doing anything else. Understand? And make sure you understand that either way, it's more how I feel. I mean, if you do that, I mean, if you want to express yourself, then you never have to masturbate to express yourself. I mean, you never have to do that. Understand? But you feel that you have to go and do greater. But you feel that you're losing yourself for something. I mean, guess what? I mean, I'm never violent. But you feel that you've lost. And why have you lost? I feel that you must understand that I've never lost. I mean, in a sense of what you want out of life is to succeed differently in different ways because you feel that you want sexiness in your life to have sex with. I mean, that's it. I mean, and what you want out of that is to mature differently. But what you understand every single day, or else it's just understand the temptation of life is different, but you feel so much shame here. I mean, you feel so much shame because you feel that other people have better habits than you. And that's why you feel that you need to better yourself. And you feel that you have to go through all this imagery. And you feel that images hurt you. I never want to go anyway. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's why I'm saying that what you need to realize is every single day that if images hurt you and if words hurt you, then that means that you may kill somebody. Whereas either way, whereas what you want to realize every single time is acceptance from yourself to succeed in different ways, to make sure that you have what you need. I mean, what you need is to have sex with yourself in words. Rushy words, yeah. Rushy must understand, but you feel you lost something so much more because they have what you want. I mean, what you want is the words. I mean, the essence of what you want every single day is to realize every single time that no matter what I do, Brushy, it's more how I treasure I in a way that if you want to express yourself, then express yourself with words only. Brushy, that's it, Brushy. Now, I focus on understanding that no matter what, that you must understand that violence is something that you feel is never necessary. I mean, you feel that you want to go all the way in a way that you feel that you want to just do something to help yourself, yeah. I mean, what you want to succeed with, I understand it's more how you feel that image is for you. But guess what, Broshu? It's more how they're never with you. And Broshu, that means that you want yourself to have you only. Broshu means that you want somebody else with you. Whereas now you want them to have communicational words with you. But you have your words here. You have your words here. So what you need to realize is you feel that you've been losing in words. Actually not. I never lose in words. But you feel the nice and beautiful aspect of life over here to never give up. I never give up. But actually it's more how you must understand that in a way, or else you want to be touching people in a way you want to touch them and really tranquilize them, but not. I don't want to tranquilize anybody. I don't want to touch anybody. I touch the words only. Brush, now that's going into more violence over here. Because guess what, Brush? Anybody who wants to touch other people are violent. You understand? Brush, now that's the thing. Brush, that's the most I went through. Realize now that's just a test. But guess what? Brush, never go to try to touch other people about anything. I say, I'm right, Brush. Anybody who wants more violence in their life needs to touch other people and be violent with them to feel great. That's the worst thing. But I feel that I was going that way because I felt to see something. But I felt my knowledge over here, but I went anyway to just see something. And now I never cause violence, but I feel that they never chose me in terms of life to do what I have because of my body and because of how I am and because of who I am in terms of money and words and everything. But that's where they lost. I mean, they never chose me because of words. Brushy, this one here actually is always choosing everybody. I mean, she's choosing everybody because guess what, Brushy? If you're choosing everybody, then you're showing everybody who you are. I mean, in a sense, what you want to do is do exactly that. But then you want to understand either way. You're learning something from everybody. And you want to understand anyway. That is the kind of way that you feel. when you feel that you wanna do you. But if you feel that way, then feel the empathy of words with those people. When I say I'm a rush, it's more that. First, it's more what you want out of that, but it's more how you see that this nice and beautiful composure here is something that is just you, but they are unable to do this with you because they feel that you have a life that's never like another man. And why is that? Because you have the words to say. When you have the words to say, and they are ruining themselves here. When they are showing you here that they're running away from you because of your circumstances. I mean, they're saying, but you have the words. When you have the words. And because you have the words and what you can teach them, they're screwing themselves up over here. So they run for men who have better circumstances in success rather than the words. And that's the thing. And that's why you want to go and do better. And that's why you want to do better, but now I focus on saying I feel I'm never losing. I'm never losing, but when I upload photos, when I understand it now, I feel much more appropriate about what I'm doing, but I feel I'm never giving up. I feel it's more how I feel. So if you feel much more about life, then understand that no matter what you feel, if you go have pleasure, then you feel other way. Or if you have pleasure, then you feel that you are growing and mature. But if you understand anyway, to just go your way in words instead, and understand to come back to the word I, in terms of expressing yourself, and it's much better for you. And in that way, you understand either way that you want to do business, but you feel what? I mean, you feel better. I feel better. So either way, it's much more how I have to push myself, and you feel that you need to. So, because you do feel like this, it's more how you feel that you want to promote yourself like this. But it's more how you have to keep going because you feel nice and beautiful here. But it's much more how you feel that no matter what, that you have to measure up to a better way of life. And it's much more how you have to do it alone, and nobody can help you except you. So if you understand something about life, you understand no matter what that you have to go and promote yourself and other people. And then guess what? It's more how you want to just do you, but that's more you having to go and have pleasure with other people because you feel something here that says no. Or else either way, I feel yes, I have to do better than that. Or else either way, if you feel that way honestly, then guess what, bro? It's more how you feel that these women are mature, and you must understand that it's more how you feel that they need your words. You feel that everybody needs your words. But whereas they want others, they want something else. But that's the thing about you, whereas you want to cry because of that. Never kill yourself because of that. Never kill yourself because other people never want your words. Understand? You feel that people are losing because they never look at your words. Or it is. But you feel that they have some kind of life with them. And you have to look at your words here. Unfortunately, it's more how you need to understand to never lie to yourself. Never lie to yourself. Guess what? Approach it's more how you feel that you're honest. You're honest. Whereas, although, if you feel much more about life, I realize it's more how you feel that you can see that it's more they pick other people's words over you. And that's how you feel rejection. I realize now I'm never rejecting my own words. You feel that they are rejecting your words. Which that's the worst thing that you can say. I'm never rejecting my word. So what I do is I realize now that it's just more how I feel. That I realize something. I realize it's much more how I'm learning and growing. So as I learn and grow, I understand that no matter what, that people are in different walks of life. And because of doing that, I realize it's more how you feel that these men are trying to persuade them to just fuck around. And that's how you feel. And that's how you feel. So you must understand that it never makes you any different. But you have better words to say. And you can teach them more. But that's the thing. They have no clue about that. And they have no clue about that. Guess what, person? That's why they're losing. Or that's why they're losing. They're losing in the game of life, and that's it. Whereas now they get those people who never get those words that you say. You understand? I mean, you have more words to give, and they get less love from those people that they choose because they believe that other people are more attractive than you, and they go for circumstances that have better circumstances than you, but I have the best circumstances with my words. Whereas that's what I'm saying, that they feel that you may be lying to them in some kind of regard to who you are because you're never showing your face or something, but you're showing your whole life. I mean, you're showing your whole life, but they never want to accept you because of what you are here. I mean, in a sense, what you need to do is raise your status anyway. And raise your status anyway, because that's about you now. It's never even about them anymore. But the crowd is never the way, otherwise. Whereas the crowd is never the way. I never want to go back in the past, because they accept this. Whereas the crowd of the past accepts this, so yeah. Whereas but these women are different. Whereas they accept better status, but you feel that you deserve better. And that's how you have to understand, otherwise. Or should we just talk more positive about everything? And you feel all the time that sex and pleasure brings you down somewhere, and makes you never care. And sex and pleasure never makes you care about anything. But as you talk and as you do pleasure with other people or something like that, or it's more how that's different, and that makes you care to some extent. But what's happening here, I see it's eternal, but you're learning something. And because you're learning something in regards to that you never need pleasure in the first place to learn that. But yeah, you never need to do pleasure to learn that. I mean, you never need to have sex with other people or masturbate to express your words. I said, but you feel that having sex with others and masturbating is going to show you something new that you can't express. Which that's different. Whereas now, if you understand that now, which there's a big difference. But I mean, you feel that you need to express yourself in different ways that you've never done. So you're using pleasure as a tool, to communicate something that you want to overcome, or that you want to learn something about that. Which that's different. But if you want to do that, then guess what, bro? It's much more how you stick to words. But go and do it. If you feel that way. If you feel that way, but then guess what? It's more how you feel. When you feel that you want to stimulate yourself all the time with everybody, in terms of all these women, to learn more words of art about something. Now that's different. And now that's caring for them, but also you feel that you want to stay single right now. You understand? Whereas that's different. Whereas that's all different. So if you understand that is what you're truly wanting to say. So either way, understand now. Understand now, I can. But what I want to do now is I find a better way. But it's more that you want to express yourself with all these women to see how it feels with words. Which that's all you want to do. Which that's something new. That's something that you have to feel now. But you want to be with them doing that while expressing these new words to see how it is. Which that's something new, and that's something that you can have in eternity. And that's something you can have in eternity, but how? Only words. Only words. Now pleasure in words, portion now. Portion now, God gives you pleasure only in words. Portion now, anyway, portion move on. Portion now, understand that no matter what, that if you feel that kind of tempo, then you feel that you are learning. But if you want to express yourself in a way that you are pleasuring yourself to see how to talk to people, to learn more to talk to people, to drive yourself to talk, which that's different. Then you can use that as a tool to talk to people. If that's how you feel. I understand. If that's a driving factor to talk to more people, and that's why you're doing pleasure, then you can. But if you can talk without it and drive yourself just through the words, then that's even better. Although, guess what, it's more the same, isn't it? Now you can involve pleasure and all that. But if you want to do anything about life to succeed, then you're making sure that you want to enjoy yourself while stimulating your thoughts around everything. And how do you plan to do that? When you talk around it. When you talk around it. And how? When I talk around it in a way that is helping me to grow while recording everything. You understand? And then as you do that, how do you plan to record it? You plan to record it while you're alone, and you record all the way through everything. But how violent do you want to be? Or is it just in the words? Just in the words. But then, guess what, then you have to touch them. But it's more the words. That's it. So either way, I realize now that's something different. That's kinder. But then you feel, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. You feel that you're never as arrogant as other people about that. I feel that way. I feel that they go too far into what they're doing. And I feel that I never want to do that as far as they do. But I feel that I need to express myself like they are, with words, while doing it with words. And that's the thing, because that's something much more for me. But then it's much more how I feel. That I have to go and do greater here in different ways to show myself, different ways of communicating to stimulate my words with you. And I understand that. Of now, that's the thing. When I really, really understand how to talk with you in different ways, I feel I want to express myself with everybody here to do all the nice and beautiful pleasure of the world while expressing words of kindness more and more. I feel kinder because of that. But then guess what, Broshi, if they want something more with you, what do you do? Guess what, Broshi, I'm always available. Broshi, that's why I'm understanding either way. That's how you open the gate here. And then guess what happens, Broshi, then somebody comes into your life. And then guess what, Broshi, now what do you want to do? Or should I talk more? And just a little bit? Broshi, now that's something different. But you feel here that somebody else has to join you in your life, rather than you having to join their life. And that's the thing about attractive factor, is that you enjoy life. And now you want to have to do yourself over here. So what do you want to do? Whereas now it's more how I feel that if you want to do anything about life to succeed, then go and understand every single time to use everything that you can to motivate yourself to talk. What's helping you to talk? You want to eat food and drink? Then go eat food and drink to talk words. If you want to study something or do something in life, then go to talk words about that. You understand? If you want to go anywhere to study something, to speak words over that, so you can learn something, then that's what you do. But pleasure can be a motivation to talk. You understand? Because I understand that is how I feel now. I realize now, do I feel eternally much more about this? Of course, yeah. Of course, now it's much more how I feel. I understand Jesus Christ says right here that it's much more you can do without it. You can do without pleasure always. But Jesus Christ says no, but you can do it with food and drink and whatever you feel. I feel that is what I mean. So I feel that I can express myself in pleasure with as much as possible to speak more words. So that's eternity. But that's the whole game here, unfortunately. It's always happening with food and drink anyway. So what I do now is to learn something from this. I'm learning much more, but it's much more how I want to do that and express myself in words. Whereas that's different. Whereas now you have a motivational tool, which is your words more than that, but it's more stimulation. When you want to stimulate your thoughts. And you want to invite and you want to be like that with everybody. Whereas that's more love. You want to express your love more. And you want to show people everything like that. Whereas you want to do on the video, everything, in everything. Whereas now on the video, whereas it's more how you want to express yourself with that, in terms of what? Talk words over it. How do you plan to do that? Record it. And guess what? Teach people with words what you're doing. And that's different. If you feel that way, then go and do that with everybody. And actually teach what you're doing while you're actually doing it with the woman or man, and teach pornography as you're doing it. That's different. That's more stimulation for words and never for the sex. But now you have a motivational tool to always do that. And I can show people the world. I can show the world about this. But that's the thing. If you're willing to do that, then go. But then understand that some people may choose to be arrogant because you have all that, but move on. I feel more eternity, I feel more blissful, I feel more alive, I feel more ready, but I feel I want to express myself with all of that, with words. And guess what, they'll be that way. In the sense, I want to go everywhere where the women are to express myself like this, to have more words with them, to record everything as well, to just go and really do everything to express myself with them, with words. That's the motivation. That's the sex drive. But what's the sex drive here? It's words more. Words more than pleasure is the motivation, but pleasure is behind the words. And now I just use pleasure to talk more words. And that's it. I feel I have to get an erection sometimes to speak more words. Why is that? And that's how I feel. I feel I have to eat food and drink to express more words as well. So what I do is I focus on understanding that it's just that kind of way, but there's a lot of shame in my life over here. Why is that? Because I was unaware about, I was thinking it's criminal or something. I was afraid of all that expression with people. So what I do is I focus on understanding that it's again that kind of shame. And the shame of life is when you never want to speak more words, but speak more words while you want to do anything. Never have shame about it. If you want to do something to enjoy life, then go enjoy life. But it's more how I feel. So if you want to do that to express more words, it's more how I feel that other life. Actually, it's more how I feel now that no matter what happens with my life, I feel how it's more words over here, and there's no arrogance here. Actually, there's no arrogance, but it's more how before there was arrogance about it. And there was a lot of arrogance about it. But if you want to go online to express more words with people, to learn something about talking to them, rushing down, that's something I can do too. I can go on social media and talk to people randomly to express my words to you. In a sense, so when I'm learning something about life, I'm actually learning to just speak words to you. But that's the thing. How does that feel? The feeling of just being able to just do you while you're actually talking in any kind of way, while you're stimulating pleasure, is the kind of way I feel. I feel eternity doing this. I feel eternity being able to let it be. I feel nice and beautiful. I feel that I can enjoy myself all day long without anybody else. But why is that? It's more how I can feel pleasure while talking words. And that's the thing. Understand? So as I talk, I understand that I feel I want to go have sex with everybody, but express the words behind that. And it's the words behind that. That's why I have motivation to just go chase women, to express words much more. Understand? Whereas now that's a connection. That's the connection here. But it's much more I want to treat them like a man in the way of words, but also have pleasure with them, but also to make them my woman, but also to love them in terms of words while having pleasure with them is the best thing. And that's why I feel I've been missing out on. And other people are doing that more than me. I feel that they are doing more than me. In a sense, so what I need to do is catch up. I need to catch up now. But I feel that what I need to do now is just let it be. I feel now I just want to express myself, but I understand it's just the words behind everything. So what I want to do is let it be. I want to go up to every single woman or anybody and just fucking talk to them in a way that is expressing my mindset with them. And we'll talk words behind them. And now, what do they want? Or else they want words with pleasure. Or they want everything from me in terms of money and everything. So I go give them that. I go give them the whole thing. And then I have everything I ever want. I have everything I ever want because I express words and I can go behind it. I can get what I want on television. I can do it on television. I can do whatever. Because I express words with them. And then I get the pleasure too. And it's just nice and beautiful to grab their hair and just be able to rock it in a way that you're expressing your words with that. And saying, oh, you're so beautiful. That's the thing. So it's more the words. Now if you want to document just that, guess what, Brush? It's more you want to talk, but you want to have more talking in the process. Now if you feel that way, Brush, that's how I feel. Brush, I feel I have to drive myself through whatever it is to succeed differently. I succeed differently in ways that helps me grow. And because I really, really express myself in different ways, I make sure that either way that I'm growing through my fantasy of whatever it is. You understand? I make sure I give that. I give that nice and beautiful. I give the nice and beautiful gesture that I want that. I want that nice and beautiful feeling of talking words about everything. But that's how I feel. I want that skin. I want the skin of her. I want the skin. I want the boobs. I want her lips around me. I want everything around her, around me. I want to express myself, to place it wherever I want in terms of pleasure that I want with words. While they're looking sexier in terms of what I see, in terms of my life. So that's how I feel. But I feel I'm just talking in a way that it's helping me grow. And because it helps me grow, I feel it's more how I have to express myself while doing it. But that feels amazing. That feels amazing. And what feels amazing is being able to express yourself on the go of what you're doing. But that's the motivation, is what? And the motivation is to talk the words behind what I'm doing. It's never the pleasure. It's never the pleasure, but the words with the pleasure. I mean, now I feel much greater. I feel much more love here. I feel that it's much more how I feel. So because I feel this way, I found eternity. I found much greater aspects of life in whatever I'm doing. So what I need to do is I need to relax. I need to enjoy myself. I need to understand that it's much more how I feel. So every single day that when I go and do something that's helping me move forward, make sure you understand that no matter what I'm learning, always to enjoy myself in different regards to what I'm doing. But make sure anyway that if I want pleasure whenever, I deserve pleasure whenever with words, and that's it. Oh, Roshi, that's it. Roshi, I deserve to have pleasure whenever now with words. And why is that? Because it's much more how I feel. I feel I can talk more words to stimulate my words around that. And that's how I feel. So since that's the case, I feel greater. I feel greater now. I feel I have more acceptance. And why is that? Because I can express myself with words. I love it. I can express myself with words. I understand. And that's how I feel. So I send you a scratch saying, just do that. But I feel that's the way I feel. I feel much better because I feel that before I was holding it in. I was holding my expression of words for some reason. But yes, I can feel the nature of what I'm doing in different ways. I can make sure either way that I can drink whenever I want. I can do whatever I want. But that's the thing. I can do whatever I want now. But I have more power. In the words I say. I feel greater. I make sure now I'm much more driven. I'm much more driven to succeed. Because I understand when you're doing pleasure and words together, that's what you do. Whereas either way. Whereas what's amazing is understanding now. When I look at words and when I look at these aspects of life now, whereas now I understand I want to express my pleasure with them with words. I still do. But the thing is that they have somebody else. Because they have somebody else, I move on. And every single time I focus on actually just enjoying my life now because I have more than enough. I have more than enough always to succeed and to do something great for myself. Because I find a strategy to help myself, and that's why I find much more courage about me now. I focus on understanding that I do something to help myself grow. Let it be. Which it's much more how I feel. I feel that there's so much more to do daily. But if you want to express beauty, go and express beauty then. Go and express yourself always. Because that's how you do life. When you do life by understanding that you must go and do greater, and that's it. I understand. I use pleasure to just speak more words, and I understand that. I never use pleasure to do pleasure. I use pleasure to express myself with words, and that's it. Whereas either way, I promise you now, because I understand that, I see maturity in people. I see all this maturity in people. I have maturity in different ways, but I understand that is different. But now I can just do my words because I can express myself with pleasure and words now. Because I can do that, I can focus on my beautiful life. And I can focus on making sure that my life is more. And because that's happening, I want to go and actually do my nice and beautiful Instagram photos in a way that is helping me move forward. So little bit, I'd rather go in a little bit. I'd rather just make sure that I go and upload all content first, because uploading all content first is my nice and beautiful behavior button. So as I speak, I shall succeed, because now I understand that I do have more pleasure in life with words. I have more pleasure with words, but I came a long way. I came a long way, and I understand Jesus Christ can see I came a long way. And it's much more how, since I'm actually expressing myself now more, I'm making sure that you guys can hear me much better, and making sure that either way I upload this video in terms of my audio program here, so I can do better.